Hi, my name's Pete Lamb. I'm going to take a few minutes and just give you a quick tour and show you how to better use the PeteLamb.com fire training website. We'll take a look at these navigation buttons that we got up here and see exactly what they'll do for you and where it's going to bring you. So first, we're going to take a look and go over to our contact button. What does that do for me? We'll take a look at it, and basically it's just an information page, and it does allow you to send me an email directly. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple stuff. A little bit of information about me, who I am, what it's about, and you can directly contact me with the email. So that's a great feature. The next one is probably one of the more important buttons on the page, on the navigation page, and that is the current blog. This is where weekly updates take place. Generally on the weekends, I update generally once a week unless something outrageous is happening, and then I'll do something further than that. And on this page, we generally put out a tactical problem every week. Here's an example of a tactical problem. We have a little bit of a fire here going on. Let's see if we can take a look at that. You can see that we have a situation which allows us to make some judgments. And below this, you can see that there are a number of questions which you can either email to me, just answer them among yourselves, throw them on the kitchen table and let the firefighters around the station answer them. The next place that I want to take you, and you can just scroll through the blog in a normal timeline format. The next thing I want you to notice, though, is there are some labels right at the top of the page. There is the 60-second safety messages, there is the podcast, and there is the tactical problem. If you don't want to scroll through the timeline and see all the stuff that's been written and the articles and the other stuff, you can just take care of one of those particular labels, and just that will sort by that particular thing. The podcast gives you all the podcasts, obviously, tactical problem, and so on and so forth. So use that little menu up at the top. It's often overlooked, and it can take you to exactly what you want. But you shouldn't discount the articles and all the other stuff that takes place on the blog, updated weekly. Next thing is a button called History. This is some history stuff that was written by a good friend of mine, Jim Blanchard, a retired fire chief from Saugus, Massachusetts. Great little history stuff, and we've hosted this for a long, long time for Jim here on this page. Great stuff if you're looking something up or you really want to know about something. Check out the history page. The podcast button, pretty self-explanatory. This takes you to the archive of all of the podcasts. You can read a little bit about each particular podcast. You can search by dates and go backward into a particular time. And you can see the notes that have been written for each particular podcast. So great place to go for reference, and you can figure out what's going on there. The next button is called Firefighting Today. This is a new website that I've just launched. It is all about anything we do with video, and more specifically it has to do with all of the weekly roundtables. Each Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time there is a weekly roundtable discussion on a variety of topics. Firefighting Today is where we house all of those discussions, and the place you probably most want to go is over to the past episodes. So you click over on past episodes and you will get all of the episodes of the previous roundtables, and you see the topics are listed there. You can go back a couple of pages and then you can get to some archive pages where everything is. But it's a great place to go if you've missed an episode. If you're unable to watch us live, you can certainly find us here at Firefighting Today. So great button for you to get access to all of our video content. And the last button is really very straightforward. It is a podcast player. It will just take you over to the training podcast. It will allow you to listen to the most recent episode as it's downloaded. You can subscribe. You can find all the previous episodes. And there's a little menu button here that you can actually hit, and that'll allow you to do some other stuff, share it, find older episodes, find the episode info, and all the sorts of things that you need to do. So hopefully you got a little something out of this. you learned a little bit about what our website is all about, and hopefully we've made it just a little bit easier for you to find just exactly what you need to help your personal development or help your fire department get good firefighter training. Thanks. Take care.